Hello everybody, this is Adam22 and I'm here bringing you the news. First things first, I just want to say, drop a comment down below, drop a like. Let's get into the news. Okay, first things first, I would be remiss if I did not talk about the egg. And no, I'm not talking about the eggs I ate for breakfast along with 3 strips of perfectly succulent bacon. I'm talking about the egg that officially won Instagram. While we're here, let's just mention, follow Adam22 and No Jumper on Instagram. Kylie Jenner was previously the queen of Instagram in the sense that she had the most likes on a photo ever taken. And then this mysterious egg has shown up over the past few days, and it's been getting so many likes that it is now the new champion of the Instagram landscape. It has been a complete and total mystery who exactly was behind this ridiculous stunt, but there are some people out there making claims, such as Elijah Daniel, infamous homosexual YouTuber who has a tattoo of Donald Trump sucking a dick. He has a theory, and it seems to be supported by facts. He said on Twitter that he believes that Supreme Patty is responsible for this whole egg shenanigans, and certainly Supreme Patty would have the technical wherewithal to do such a thing because he is familiar with a lot of people who have powerful accounts. They can go like and comment. It sort of makes sense. And there's even more evidence because Supreme Patty was spotted at a nightclub in Hollywood with a giant picture of the egg, and TMZ or whoever actually asked him, like, are you behind this whole egg stunt? He's trying to keep quiet about it, but it seems like he's a little bit guilty. And then even worse, on World Star earlier today, I was seeing that there's a video of Supreme Patty getting the egg tattoo. So I guess he's trying to keep this secret. I actually texted him about an hour ago and asked him if he was behind it, and he's not responding. But it would seem that this is actually something that the Shrimp Gang is responsible for, just like Wide Neck and Long Neck. I myself, I have not liked the egg yet. I haven't even actually looked at the egg on my Instagram app, but much respect for anybody who's trolling the internet and doing stupid shit like this. I might have to check it out. Next up, we've got some Soulja Boy news. So Big Draco has managed to stay in the headlines over the past week or so. He had his infamous clip go viral of him questioning Tyga's relevancy. And then he had another clip come out where he was basically saying that Kanye West got his swag from Soulja Boy, which a reader pointed out to me is not accurate because Kanye West already had 2 albums out by the time Crank That hit the airwaves. So the idea that Soulja Boy would not know who Kanye West was at that point in his career by the time he came out on the scene, sort of hard to believe. But anyway, Soulja Boy actually ended up going back on his Instagram Live, and he ended up recounting the tale of the time that he shot a guy, and according to him, multiple guys, in his home in Hollywood. People remember that there was the viral Soulja Boy challenge where he basically described in extreme detail what it was like when these guys tried to break into his house and he shot one of them. He basically just retells that story, but even more graphically, including tons of details. He says all kinds of crazy shit. He's talking about how he had just bought a $20,000 couch, and as he was shooting this guy, the guy falls onto the couch, and he's about to shoot him in the back of the head, but then he decides he doesn't want to fuck up the couch. I mean, this whole thing is totally ridiculous. I'm not sure if it's really gonna like get him in trouble at this point, but he does seem a little bit unhinged when he's talking about all this. What's even more crazy about it is that Soulja Boy claims to have footage of the whole thing taking place, and he says he has a movie coming out and he's going to be taking this footage and putting it in the movie. Most people would probably not want the entire world to see footage of them almost murdering somebody, but this is Soulja Boy and he's on a different level than us. One thing that I don't think is a great idea, Soulja Boy also went on his live and had some harsh words about Meek Mill. Let's check that out.
Meek Mill post me on his page. Nigga, I want trying to go viral, nigga. I was just saying some real shit, stupid little niggas.
Yeah, Meek Mill. Meek Mill's one person that if I was a rapper, or really if I was anybody, I probably wouldn't want to call Meek Mill a little N-word. I probably wouldn't want to tell Meek Mill to get off my dick. I don't know. I mean, Soulja Boy, he's always starting problems with all kinds of people, but it just seems like maybe Meek Mill is not the one that you should do this to. Meek Mill, all he did was post the clip of Soulja Boy on his Instagram, probably because he thought it was funny. To me, not really the kind of offense that you should call somebody out over, but hey, Soulja Boy will do what Soulja Boy does. Next story. Future quit drinking lean. I guess we already kind of knew this. There's been interviews in the past where Future said that he doesn't really do Xanax or do lean in the way that he sort of suggests in his music sometimes. But he came out in a interview on Genius and basically just said that he doesn't even drink lean anymore, but he didn't want to come out and tell that to the fans because he felt like it would maybe change the way that they viewed his content, which is kind of understandable because, you know, Future just put out a joint mixtape with Juice WRLD, and it was called World on Drugs, and they were talking about drugs a lot in there. I actually asked Juice WRLD, I was like, hey, what was Future doing, like, drug-wise when he was in the studio with you? And Juice WRLD would not tell me shit because he's not a snitch, unlike me. Actually, I guess that's why he wouldn't tell me, is because he knows I am a snitch. Now listen, Future is a 35-year-old man, and at a certain point in your life, all that drug stuff, it really starts to catch up with you. I mean, the lean thing, when you're 17, 18, and you're popping mollies and drinking lean and shit like that, you probably wake up the next day and you kind of bounce back and you feel all right. But all of a sudden you're 35 and that shit starts to hurt. So I totally understand where Future's coming from, and I respect that he has chilled out, because I do think that health is wealth and you really want to take care of your body as you get older. Me personally, I'm always really happy to see the rappers that I love stop doing serious drugs. It's just, even if the music gets a little bit more boring, I still think overall it's worth it just to see them healthier and happier and everything like that. Like Gucci Mane, there was a certain charm to his music when he was totally going crazy, just doing tons of drugs, totally off the rails. But now, seeing him in great shape and just happy about his life and everything, I'm willing to accept that the music is a little bit more thought out, a little bit less impulsive, in exchange for the fact that he's clearly living a healthier life. So much respect to Future for making such a healthy decision about his life. Next up, Blueface. We always got to talk about Blueface. We talked about the fact that Whack 100 was insinuating that Blueface had slept with Sarah, aka 6ix9ine's baby mama. Well, there's another development. A flyer was actually posted on Instagram that shows that there's a show in Houston. Blueface is performing and Sarah is hosting it. So I don't know where this wild ass idea came from. Apparently she's gonna have to get a babysitter. The kids are gonna have to be staying with her mom or something, and she's going down to Houston to do this show. I mean, the promoter, whoever they are, is an opportunistic fuck, because they're really taking advantage of this whole dramatic storyline that's playing out. But I can't say I blame them. Either way, all I know is that when 6ix9ine gets out of jail, he's gotta have some words for Blueface. If anything, 6ix9ine should probably be dissing him from behind bars, right? Like, in order to stay in character, 6ix9ine kind of has to take on Blueface. Like, Blueface sort of came for your spot. I'm not saying 100% his spot, but Blueface has sort of inherited a lot of the territory that 6ix9ine had until he got locked up. And now he's trying to really inherit the territory that 6ix9ine used to be clapping. So, I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. Next up, Trippie Redd and Tory Lanez have a new video out. The song is called Ferris Wheel, and the video is out. Let's check like 3 seconds of it.
We stay lit, all that shit. Damn, little baby, what you call that shit?
For the most part, the video is set in a school gymnasium and then at a party afterwards. I like this song. I'm a big Tory Lanez fan, big Trippie Redd fan, and I would love to know what you guys think of it, so drop a comment down below. Also notable to me, one of my favorite rappers, Key, Fat Man Key. You guys should all listen to Key more. 777, for the record, is one of the most epic, iconic mixtapes in recent memory. He's got a new video out featuring Blac, Love on Ice. This is actually a remix of one of the songs that was on 777, produced by Kenny Beats. Added a little bit of additional flair to it, but they finally did a video, and it's dope. Shout out to Key. Key is amazing. I just want to throw that out there. There's very few rappers that I really, really geek out on. Key is definitely one of them. So, by all means, indulge.
Christian Gucci, your love got me goofy, got me acting stupid, my heart Johnny dang.
Next up in the news, A Boogie with a Hoodie has set a record, but not the kind of record that he probably wanted to set. A Boogie with a Hoodie's Hoodie season sets record for the fewest copies sold by a #1 album, with only 823 physical copies sold. Now, that doesn't sound good, but understand he actually sold the equivalent of 60,000 albums or so, and it just turns out that physical copies are so on the way out that there was only 823 of them sold. But if you think about it, there's not that many places where you can buy a physical album at this point in time. I think even Best Buy has stopped selling albums, so it's really kind of a mystery how 823 of those things were sold in the first place. I hear rappers all the time say that like they can't even get access to physical copies of their albums if they want it. So yeah, to be totally honest, I have not actually listened to the A Boogie album yet. I am going to tune in and check it out. But yeah, setting a little bit of a record there. Next up, Nestle. Now, you guys know Nestle, right? He's got songs with a lot of rappers that you guys definitely like. If you're not familiar with him, you should definitely get involved. I do believe we're dropping a video on the channel from him any day now. Not on this channel, on the No Jumper channel. But anyway, Nestle is claiming that he got an auto-tune implant in his arm. Let's check out the clip.
Hold on, look, this is the Antares auto-tune first one with it implanted in my arm, man. I'm gonna show y'all, look. Whoa. Alright, look, let me sing for y'all, look, check it out. Yeah. Woo. All real time. You see I'm talking with it, bro? I'm the first one with this shit, man.
Oh, that shit's crazy as fuck, man.
Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, is this real? Now, myself, I'm just going to suspend all disbelief and just say, yes, I definitely think it's real. It has to be real. There's no way that this kind of thing could have been faked, and I completely agree with it in every single way. So congrats to Nestle for his new implant. It kind of looked like a RoboCop, but just in the forearm. I like it. Okay, next up, and we are getting close to the end here. Cameron, one of my favorite rappers from my high school years. Cameron is responding to being called the most racist person. Now, Cameron is definitely in a position in his life where he probably doesn't have to respond to all of the DMs that he gets. I know that even myself on the lowly level that I'm on, I get DMs all day, every day, talking shit, showing love. I just don't have time to respond to him. Not that I don't appreciate him, but some woman slid up in Cameron's DMs and said, "You are the most racist person I've seen." Now, it's not clear exactly what she's referring to there, but Cameron responded, "LOL, you must not be looking too hard." And she says, "No, you are racist. Good to show you have a lot of white fans." He responded, "Go Google slavery, write an essay, then get back to me. Deuces." I don't even think he had to respond. As soon as she said, "Good to show you have a lot of white fans," listen, lady, every rapper's got a lot of white fans. Really, it's the white fans that are kind of propping up the whole business. If there weren't white fans, then rappers would probably know how like rock stars feel, because like all those rock bands, they're not making any money. And if anything, the reason why rappers are able to do so well is because there's so many corny ass white kids who are listening to their music and trying to understand it, trying to fit in. I know, I was one of them. Anyway, I don't know why exactly Cameron felt the need to respond to that, but it's always kind of fascinating to see rap superstars sort of reach down and engage with the proletariat. Okay, next story. Anybody who has listened to the 21 Savage album, the new one, has noticed that the first song is called A Lot, and it features J. Cole, and it's very good. J. Cole and 21 Savage, pretty unexpected collaboration, but it definitely came out good. Great song. It seems that they're shooting a video for it, because this photo leaked of them sort of posted up, standing together. There's a lot of people out there who are probably extremely excited about this, myself included. We definitely need the visual for that, because that song is fire. Up next in the news, Rihanna is actually suing her father. And I know what you're thinking, Adam, you're reporting on Rihanna news. And yeah, that is a good point, because really, do I listen to Rihanna? No. Is Rihanna a rapper? No. But she is sort of adjacently in that world. Rihanna is actually suing her father because, as you probably know, her last name, Fenty, which he obviously gave to her, she's created a lot of different companies that use the Fenty name. That's the name that she sells, makeup under primarily. Well, it seems that Rihanna's father started a company called Fenty Entertainment in 2017, and he's basically acting as if he has her co-sign from the business. Oh yeah, Rihanna says her father and business partner falsely advertised themselves as her reps to solicit millions of dollars, including trying to book her for 15 shows in Latin America for $15 million, all without her authorization. So I'm kind of torn on this one. On one hand, this guy gave you your last name and now you're telling him that he can't use it. But then on the other hand, him trying to book tours and stuff, that sounds pretty sketchy. It sounds like he's misbehaving and misusing the name, but then at the same time, it's like, that is his name. Okay, finally, tell me this ain't a hoe-ass headline. Rob Kardashian reportedly had to hire security to protect him from Blac Chyna. Rob Kardashian is saying that he had to spend over $100,000 to protect himself from Blac Chyna. Man, Rob, get yourself a strap. You don't need security. You just got to protect yourself. She comes near you, plow. Yeah, and also another Rob Kardashian update since the last time we talked. Alexis Sky, who he was sort of pining for on his story, apparently he posted some video of her making him dinner. So his desire to get back at Blac Chyna by hooking up with her adversary, apparently it's working out. Rob Kardashian, I can't help but see a little bit of myself in him. I mean, I wasn't raised rich and famous and shit like him, but at the same time, you know, it's like a fat white guy and he's like out here just trying to do his thing. I kind of respect it, even though he is a bit of an emotional weirdo. And so just like that, the show is over. I'm excited. Maybe you guys could thank me by heading on over to onsomeshit.com or nojumper.com and grabbing some stuff. I do want to say that yesterday I did an interview with my employees, Jason and Cam Girl. We went and met up with Mars from 1AM Radio, which is Yes Jules' thing. He had us on the show. We talked about the business and everything. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more, that might be a good thing to check out. And on top of that, you're watching this video. Well, a couple hours after this video comes out at 4 p.m., I actually am going to be getting on my live stream. So if you've never been around on one of the live streams before, this would be a great one for you to get into. We have it sort of scheduled out in advance. I'm going to be getting on at 4. I'm going to be interviewing a whole bunch of rappers. I'm not going to air them out, but doing 3 good interviews on stream and also playing you guys' music and everything. So if you've ever wanted to get your music heard by me on stream, tomorrow would be a great time. Or actually today, while you're watching this, Wednesday, 4 o'clock, California time. Figure it out. We'll be there. So drop a comment down below, drop a like. I appreciate you guys for always being here strong with me. It means a lot. It means the world. If you want to go tell a friend to watch these videos, if they were like, oh yeah, I don't watch Adam 22 videos, they're boring, be like, no, they're dope now. They're better. They've gotten better. Please watch them. Please smash a like. Please drop a comment. Shout out to Philosophy, No Jumper, On Some Shit, Adam 22. We out.